My name is Dave, and I'm going to be giving you your tarot reading today about the state of your twin flame relationship. Whether you're in union or you're single, whether you're married or you're still searching for your twin flame, this reading is for you. So follow your feelings as you choose between Group 1, Group 2, or Group 3. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing which group you pick. Hello, group number 1. You are here because you picked the manifestation card. This card resonated with you because you want to manifest your twin flame relationship, and that is what we are looking at today, the state of your twin flame relationship. And let's start off with the state of you and them. When it comes to you, the Chariot reversed. This is a block to change, and also it's a feeling of losing control. That's definitely something to look inward and to really give yourself grace and compassion for, as a twin flame relationship does bring a lot of change and it can feel overwhelming at times. This is perfectly natural. Just honor yourself and give yourself the love and support you need. As for them, the King of Cups reversed. Your twin flame is disconnected from themselves. Cups have to do with the element of emotions as well as water and fluidity, and that this is indicating that they are not yet emotionally mature enough to really understand what a twin flame relationship is. Let's dive in deeper and let's look at the union of the relationship, the union itself. Knight of Cups, there's a block to the messenger of emotions, the heart. There's a disconnect within between the two of you that can be overcome by doing the mirror exercise as well as inner work for healing and for ascension. This is perfectly normal for twin flame relationships, especially those who are new on the twin flame journey, so don't lose heart. This is just showing what we should be looking at to heal. As for any other clarification on this, we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands has to do with the element of fire and represents energy and communication. Now this is key with the block that we see here, because the twin flame relationship is majestic, it's divine, right? And it requires grounding and certainty, just as we see here. So dig deep within yourself and find your resilience. Connect with your heart, and most importantly, give yourself compassion as you engage on this journey, because it's not for the faint of heart, and it does come with its own trials, but in the end, you will turn into the king or queen you were meant to be. Let's go deeper. Let's go even deeper here, folks, and look at some blocks to your twin flame relationship. We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Three of Cups reversed, and we have the Seven of Swords. We've got a lot of swords here because swords have to do with the element of air and of rational thought. Both of these indicate overthinking. The Seven of Swords on the right indicates a man who is literally holding on to his swords. He's burdened by them, and he's not letting go. This is an indication to let go of control and to surrender to the process. On the far left, we have the Knight of Wands, and we see a well-dressed man dashing about on his horse with a sword at the ready. This is a block of compassion. And that's why I mentioned to be compassionate with yourself and your twin flame, is because the Knight of Swords typically indicates someone who jumps to conclusions, or who thinks quickly and acts quickly without having all the information. There's not a lot of cups here, and there's not a lot of emotions, because there's a block. The Three of Cups. Right side up, we see three women in harmony, and they are exchanging cups, doing a toast at a party. But reversed, it means that there is disharmony or imbalance with the emotions. And if I were to take a cup full of liquid and dump it upside down, well, it's going to spill out everywhere. This is a block to emotional stability that stems from overthinking and jumping to conclusions, and is a reminder to be sure not to leak your energy and instead give grace and compassion, as well as do the inner work and to surrender to the process. And finally, let's look at what God desires for you. What does God desire for you? God desires the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles have to do with physical, material things, usually money or finance. But in this case, God desires you to meet your twin flame here in this life. We see a hand of God bestowing physical blessings upon another hand that is open and willing to receive. This card shows us God wants you to be receptive to meeting your twin flame, and to, above all else, be grateful for everything in the twin flame journey that God gives to you. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch that reading. But if you want to go deeper with me, consider buying the extension in the description down below, where we're going to dive in how to heal even more, as well as what action plan you can take to manifest your twin flame, and most importantly, when your twin flame will come into your life. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon. Hello, Group 2. If you are here, that is because you picked harmony and resolution, two very important things on your twin flame journey. Let's start off this reading with a look at the state of your twin flame relationship, starting with the overall state of you and them. We have the Page of Pentacles that just kind of came flying out, but we'll also pull the card for you, which is the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups involves heartbreak, and it involves looking at the cups, or the emotions, as cups have to do with emotions and are the element of water. It's looking at the past, as well as ignoring what the good things that you have. So this is a focus on negative emotions that have come from negative circumstances, and not really embracing what joy you have. What brings you joy? What brings you value? What brings you stability? This is something that is important to heal on your twin flame journey, because the twin flame will bring up things to heal, and this is where you're at your journey. We're overcoming negativity and moving on to bigger and better things. As for the state of your twin flame, we have, the Sun reversed. Now, the Sun is a major arcana card, and because it's reversed, it's a block. So your twin flame has a block to happiness and joy. They may have had a traumatic past themselves, and they may have the misbelief that nothing can go right on their search to find their twin flame. Now, that's not true, but because this block is here, finding joy and happiness is very, very challenging for them. So that's something to be aware of on your twin flame journey for their side. Now let's look at the Page of Pentacles here, because this came out for a reason. This is the state of both of you. Both of you are the Page of Pentacles here, and the page is idolizing his pentacle. Pentacles in tarot have to do with physical things, tangible things. And usually it has to do with money or finances, maybe career, one of these three things. But both of you are looking at the material side of this journey and not necessarily fully embracing the spiritual and emotional side of this journey, which is why you are experiencing the negativity, the emotions at play here, and that's why they have a block to happiness. These things are okay. These things are meant to be healed. We'll put that up there and move on to the state of your union overall. Now, the state of the union is the Ten of Wands, and wands have to do with energy and involve the element of fire, of passion. And the state of the union is, well, it's pretty burdened, isn't it? Both sides are experiencing burden, and this the man in the image is carrying way too much that he can handle. This is a sign to let things go, as well as practice partnering with your twin flame. And even before you meet your twin flame, partner with yourself and meet your needs. You can't carry everything, and it doesn't do you any good to hold in all this energy on either side. So put some things down, let it go, and everything will work out in your favor. This is a nice card, and I'm going to pull a clarifying card just on how to do that, and that is the Six of Pentacles. We see a wealthy man bestowing gifts of money onto people less fortunate than him, and this is really a beautiful story. One of the ways we can let go of this burden is by serving others, getting joy from helping others. That will help you fill your emotional cups, and it will help your twin flame relearn what it means to feel joy and happiness. This is a beautiful reading, and I'm truly enjoying this. Let's move on to some blocks now. What are some blocks in your twin flame journey? The Moon reversed. This is a card that literally has to do with the moon, the tides, that involves the water here, but also it's a block to intuition and can be a block to creativity. This is where you want to serve others as well as do the mirror exercise in order to really ground into yourself. Because just like both of you are focusing on the material, the spiritual side is being repressed, and that's why there's a burden here. And just a clarifying card, there is the Queen of Swords upright, and this card involves emotional detachment. Swords have to do with the element of thought, of rational thinking. But we don't see any emotion here. The Queen is giving an order, it's direct, it's to the point, but There's no real emotional connection here with herself. That's something to be aware of, and very, very easy thing to heal. And finally, we can move on to, what does God desire for your twin flame journey, and for you and your twin flame? And God desires Ace of Pentacles. I like this card because aces are the inspiration card. This is the inspiration card involving your life purpose. And God wants you on your twin flame journey to really explore what your life purpose is and how to go about that, because your twin flame will partner with you naturally. Yes, there may be some blocks and things to heal, but they will naturally partner with you because they have the same life purpose too. And there's also the Death card. Now, nobody panic, everything is good. The Death card means the transformation. This is a spiritual transformation you and your twin flame will undergo together. And that is a good thing, because a twin flame journey helps us ascend and reach harmonious union. This is a good card when you factor in all these other cards, because we see what we need to heal. We see that the life purpose is upon you, and thus there is great change coming. I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading, and if you want to go deeper into when your twin flame will manifest, go ahead in the description and purchase the extended reading for group 2. Thank you so much for watching this, and I wish you all the very best. Hello, group 3. You are here because you selected strength and guidance. Very important things on your twin flame journey. Let's go dive in right away as we explore the state of your twin flame relationship. We're going to start small and work our way up. We're going to be diving very, very deep here. So let's start off with the state of you and your twin flame as of now. You, the star. The star is reversed, and this indicates a block to inspiration, as well as a block to one's emotions. We see upright that a woman is dumping water into a pond, but upside down, the water would just spill out everywhere. So this indicates emotional disconnect, as well as putting emotional energy into things that are not important. It's very, very important that we fill our reservoir. We fill our ponds with emotional energy, and we dive deep and we love ourselves and we give compassion to ourselves on the twin flame journey, because there will be some challenges in the twin flame journey, as you already know. So it's important to give to yourself. Now, for your twin flame, their current state. This is another block to emotions. Right side up, we see a man with 3 empty cups, and a spirit is giving him a full cup. Now, cups have to do with emotions, so your twin flame is your ultimate mirror, and they are experiencing this too because it was upside down, which we call reversed. Your twin flame is not listening to their emotions. They're not taking time for themselves and sitting to embrace it like this man is. He's sitting, he's reflective, and that's why the spirit would be giving him the cup. But the twin flame is not doing that, and as such, the liquid, just like in your card, the liquid spills out. So it's okay. This is something that your twin flame needs to work on, but as of right now, that is their current state. Now let's dive deeper into your current union now. Even if you don't know who your twin flame is, they're still a part of you because they are you. They share your soul blueprint. They are your perfect complement. So what you two are feeling right now plays a role in the foundation of your twin flame relationship. And let's look at that here. We have the moon reversed. Right now there's a disconnect in the union with spirituality and with the intuition side of things, because emotions aren't being felt, because emotional energy is being put into the wrong things. There's a disconnect with your intuition, and this is the union. This is something that can be healed, which is nice. Let's pull a clarifying card here, and that is the Lovers. We love to see this in a twin flame relationship. Even though both of you may be feeling emotionally turbulent, there may be some self-connection, your union is strong. Your union is strong, and it has divine protection. As we see here, the man and the woman, they are protected by an archangel. So don't be afraid here. This is a great card. You're on the right track. Your union is going to be extremely, extremely solid. Now, since we talked about the state of the union, let's look at the blocks to the union. For you, the Eight of Swords. Swords have to do with thinking and rational thought processes. And we see a woman who can easily escape her rope and walk away from the swords, but she can't see, right? So this has a couple meanings. First of all, overthinking is what you do. Overthinking is what you do. Also, limiting yourself. Overthinking and limiting yourself, putting up these swords to try and protect yourself instead of feeling the feelings. And this is a block that can be easily healed. Feel your feelings. Give yourself compassion. And when your brain starts to run away, say no thank you and just allow yourself to be one with you. Now, while the overthinking is on your side, the twin flame has burden. The Nine of Wands is upside down. Wands have to do with passion, energy, and communication. And the archetype for Wands is fire. Right side up, we see a man who's bandaged and he has overcome a lot. He's clinging to his wand as he's presumably overcome and defeated these other wands. But it's not there yet. This is a block to one's divine energy. Also, your twin flame is holding on to past traumatic events. This is a block that your twin flame will need to heal in order for the union to be purified. And this is a good thing that this is coming up because healing is easy, it can be fun, and it can be a very, very simple process. But your twin flame is holding on to the wounds, he's holding on to the scars. That's something that should be overcome. Now, let's look at what God desires for your twin flame relationship. What does God want? God wants you to find your strength, and this applies to both of you. So we can put this in the center above the Lovers. Both of you are strong. Both of you are resilient, and both of you create in your reality. And God wants to remind you that you have this ability. You have the ability to heal. You have the ability to be in tune with your emotions. You have the ability to let go of the past, and you have the ability to let go of the overthinking. This is good. God also wants you to know that you can have abundance if you heal. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful woman in a garden of money, because Pentacles has to do with career, money, and finances, physical things. And God wants you to be abundant, but there's a block there because of what we talked about earlier. There's a block there. God wants you to heal your fear of abundance, your fear of growth. That's what God wants you to heal. And finally, the world reverse. God wants you to see the world for what it is. It's a beautiful place, and right side up, it's balanced. It's balanced. It's divine. It is good. But because of the overthinking and because of holding on to the past emotional and even physical trauma, the world seems like a scary place. God wants you to see that it's divine. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you want to dive deeper with me into how to get in touch with your twin flame, how to go deeper with your twin flame and when it'll happen, check out the description down below and pick group 3 for your extended reading.